Megan and I were talking about the topic of forgiveness and compassion in preparation for this week's blog. And the thought had come to my mind about how sometimes we have the tendency to look at other people in the midst of their sin and we think they really deserve what they have coming to them. We easily justify our own mistakes, but we are not so compassionate or forgiving to others who have shortcomings.
The thing I think we fail to realize is that we all need forgiveness, grace, and mercy. It's easy to forget the fact that we all have messed up when we feel that sin is someone else's life is far more serious than anything we've ever dealt with. But here's the thing. Sin is sin in the eyes of God. Jesus makes the matter clear when he says hatred for a brother is the same as murder in our hearts.
The pastor has said before that often we judge ourselves based on our intentions and we judge others based on their actions. And this is so true, but it's also very dangerous. And when we do this, we make compassion nearly impossible in our lives. But Jesus had compassion on people, and we are called to follow in his ways.
Let's look at what Jesus says to Peter at the end of the book of John. Jesus asked Peter 3 times if he loved him, and Peter, of course, replied yes. Jesus then told him to care for the sheep. The interesting part of this portion of Scripture is that as Jesus was giving this command, Peter's concern became the welfare of John. Jesus' answer to his concern is, "You follow me."
We must get to the place where we're able to follow Christ by having compassion for those around us and not being concerned whether they're right or wrong, and whether they're in the right or wrong, so to say. And yes, it is good to spur others on to good works, but it's not for us to point out every shortcoming and every mistake that they have made and that they should get their just penalty, because Christ had compassion and we must, like Peter, follow Christ. So make sure and check out the scriptures. We hope they encourage you, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.